From ABC News, this is World News with Charles Gibson. Reporting tonight from Washington.
Good evening. At the White House today, President Obama hosted a jobs summit, looking for new ideas about ways to create jobs, knowing perhaps his own job in a few years could depend on improving the employment picture. Tomorrow, the unemployment number for November will be released. It is not expected to be good. So, can a day-long discussion at the White House about jobs have a meaningful impact? Jake Tapper is over there again tonight. Jake?
Good evening, Charlie. Well, it's the single most confounding issue on the president's domestic agenda. The economy is growing again, but so is unemployment. So the president's job summit today brought together more than 100 leaders in business and labor and academia, where he asked for, quote, any demonstrably good idea. It's good news, bad news, the president said.
Productivity is surging. Companies are reporting profits. The stock market is up. But despite the progress we've made, many businesses are still skittish about hiring.
And so the fundamental question,
how do we get businesses to start hiring again?
There was no shortage of ideas today. Some pushed for hundreds of billions of dollars in new stimulus spending.
We can have the government create jobs directly through giving money to mayors to do things in communities that need to be done. There's infrastructure spending that can be done.
Others push tax credits for small businesses and ways to increase U.S. exports. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, the parent company of ABC News, said lowering tax rates for corporations would lead to more hiring.
Well, I'd probably start at looking at the corporate tax rate, which might not be the easiest thing to accomplish now.
The president popped in on one working group where he heard an idea he liked about changing out single window panes with more energy efficient ones.
Not to tip our hand too much, but one of the things I would be surprised if we don't end up moving forward on is an aggressive agenda for energy efficiency and weatherization.
Most of the ideas raised today would take months to enact, fueling criticism that today was mostly about public relations.
A lot of this is to buy time rhetorically, that they're not going to get something done until maybe the springtime of next year if they were going to do something. And at that point, there will be no reason to do it because jobs will be positive.
Across town, Republicans held their own Where Are the Jobs summit, blasting the White House for creating uncertainty.
Employers don't know what the effective tax rate is going to be, and as a result, you can't make a decision about reinvesting in your company without having some idea of what that cost is going to be.
The president acknowledged skepticism that discussions like today's can actually yield any demonstrable results. The president said if he listened to skeptics, he wouldn't be president right now. Of course, that's little consolation to the 25 million Americans who are unemployed or underemployed. Charlie?
Jake Tapper reporting over at the White House tonight. Thanks to you.